just want to first of all say welcome to you all this evening. We felt it was appropriate to have a celebration of the man that was Ramsay Tvedt. He was a great friend to many of us. He was a father to one of us. He worked with many people through the community. He worked with people through the Turriff Heritage Centre. He obviously was a massive part of Fyvie Folk Club's life. We miss him like mad, but we want to celebrate him this evening. So this evening is about us doing songs that remind us of him, songs that he taught us, songs that we used to sing to make him laugh. You know, there's stories, there's songs, there's sketches. I feel like I'm on it ain't hot on that. There's songs and sketches and dead songs too. You're all so very welcome here. We will do a first half. We will stop for stovies and macaroni. We have had a few extra folk come on the door, so you might just get a teaspoon less stovies or macaroni so that we can feed everybody. But I'm sure that's what the community spirit of Ramsay would want us to do. So, yeah. It's all mine. No one's getting it. So, we're going to start the evening with a song that reminds us all of Ramsay, and we just want you to join in. Just got a call, there's a few folk here, just to give us some tunes and notes to try and give us a bit of oomph to start. We're going to do Jock Stewart, I'm a Man You Don't Meet Every Day, and you should all know it. And for those who've got instruments with them and want to join in, it's in the key of C. Okay.
Oh, my name is Jock Stewart, I'm a young man, and a roving young so easy and free. When you drink it with me, I'm a man you don't meet every day. I have acres of land, I have men at command, and I've always a shilling to say. So easy and free. When you drink it with me, I'm a man you don't meet every day. Now I took out my gun with my dog for to shoot all around by the banks of the Tay. So easy and free. When you drink it with me, I'm a man you don't meet every day. So come on, dear lass, give her a day of wine, and whatever it costs, I will pay. So easy and free. When you drink it with me, I'm a man you don't meet every day.
To any popular Fyvie tradition, we've actually got a running order this evening. It's almost like we've planned it. So the first thing we've got is we've got a story from George. And we all know what George's stories are like, but this is a special story. So I've told George I'm setting my timer, and I have got an umbrella. I will chase him off the stage if he runs over.
Oh, no, you don't.
No, we won't do that. So, George, over to you.
Okay,
Yay!
The person who's got to take the blame for this is Sheila. Where are you, Sheila? There she goes. Because she said to Ramsay and I one night at the Folk Club, you two sound just like Jack and Victor at a still game. So, after the last heart attack, and before I got my surgery, by the way, have you seen my scar? Imagine if I did that.
The umbrella would be out.
He decided, yeah, for my benefit and recuperation, we'd go shopping. So he and Gregor came along and picked us up. So this is called Game On, a Day Out in Elgin. On Friday the 18th, no prizes for guessing who Jack was and Victor was, and Winston. On Friday 18th June 2004, Jack, Victor and Winston drove from Turriff to Elgin for a spot of shopping. I might add, by the way, that all the comments in here actually took place. I haven't changed anything. They'd happily left Turriff before Jack felt he had to remind Victor that Winston knew the way, as they had driven this road hundreds of times on waterboard business. Duly chastised, Victor went relatively quiet for a spell and did not pass on any more road directions to Winston. The journey was relatively uneventful, apart from a flurry of sleet around Fochabers, which prompted some comments and expletives on the fact that we were rapidly approaching the summer solstice, and here we were being subjected to a very unseasonable bout of weather. A few muttered ridiculous could be heard resounding through the car. With no further diversions, the trio arrived at Winston Heaven in Elding, Cora. A veritable Aladdin's cave of power tools, paint, power tools, flooring, bits for power tools, fixings, power tools, bathroom fittings and fixtures, spare parts for power tools, gardening equipment and barbecues and power tools. A few eyebrows were raised from passing punters at the banter between them. This is true in the power tools section, particularly when Jack advised Victor on a selection of drills and bits in typical helpful fashion. No, dear, it's the easy one. That was that rush. They eventually made their way to the tea room, where Jack stood his hand and bought everyone a bite of lunch. During the selection process of sticky buns, etc., Victor offered to pick up their selection with the tongs supplied. However, the dynamic duo, Jack and Winston, decided to dispense with the bullshit and use their hands. After a few gruff comments from Jack about the lack of decision-making on the fillings for the rolls, the assistant left for the kitchen with her order, shaking her head in mild amusement. A hearty lunch was had by all, and the next stop was the gardening section and the barbecues. Jack's eyes lit up like a marauding jackdaw on the barbecue cooking utensils with packed on offer. God almighty, that's a good price for that, but he didn't actually use the word God, but never mind. Having one of them, said the bold Jack and grabbed the pack. A technical discussion then followed on the heat inside the place.
Okay, can I be at the back here, ma?
No!
I'm going to do a poem that Ramsay used to read. It's a Mark McGinn poem. He kept bees in the old town of Epping, and Epping beekeeper was he. One day this Epping beekeeper got stung by a big effing bee. This big effing beekeeper had a wee effing wife. For the big effing polis she ran, 'cause nobody can sort out a big effing bee like a big effing policeman can. This big effing policeman, he did his nut and he ran down the main effing street. In his hand was a big effing baton. He had big effing boots on his feet. The police got hold of this big effing bee, and he twisted the effing bee's wings. This big effing bee got its aim back, for this big effing bee with 2 stings. Now they're both in the effing museum, for the effing folk often come see the remains of the big effing police stung to death by the big effing bee. That's the end of that effing wee story. It isn't wee effing tale, but if you ever tell it in effing, you'll end up in the old effing jail.
They're on the bus, I know they're on the bus.
First of all, we'd like to say thank you very much for welcoming us. We had no idea. And we're just going to do a tribute to your friend, Ramsay. And it's going to be Carrick Fergus. deepest ocean to be by your side. But the seas are wide, but I can't swim over. Neither have I the wings to fly. I wish I could find me a handy boatman to ferry me over to my land and night. My childhood days bring back sad reflections. Oh, happy days now, so long ago. My childhood friends and my own relations have all passed on now, like melting snow. So I'll spend my days in endless roaming, soft as the grass, and my bed is free. Oh, to be home now in California, on the long road now to the salty seas. And in Kilkenny, it is reported on marble stone there, as black as ink, with gold and silver. Sure, I did support her, but I'll say no more now till I get a drink. I'm drunk today, and I'm sad and sober. Oh, but I'm sure from time to time, I'm sick now, and my days are numbered. Come, sing me down now, you young man. Come on, you man now, come and lay me down.
Excellent. Ramsay used to start playing "We Wish He'd Stayed."
Thank you very much, and stay for your supper and then get your business. Okay, next on the list I've got Dick and Maggie. Do you want to do it yet, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, we can do it now.
Neve, want to do it?
Yay! Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I work in a fish factory. Ramsay was one of the first people who found out about this, and he enjoyed hearing about the things that got on in the factory, and working with him in the museum, such, it's given me more confidence, which I try to live by. Doesn't always work, but well. And I got promoted last year, which I know he would have been pleased about, but I feel like he would have given me a metaphorical kick up the arse if it had happened while he was still here. Okay, so this is just a little thing I've written before a while ago. I know he would have liked it because it's just a silly thing, really. But... And I would have wanted me to go up and do it, so. Okay, nae for the meek. To work in Bucky is nae for the meek. A lingering guff, week after week. Fix your sheen, say wa. Have hour the bench, but mind you dinna fa. Afore the day even starts, a wee with my sheep, play hide and seek. Sorry, this is a bit multimedia poetry writing there. In Dairy Factory I eat, call and lewd, listen to the machines hiss and bang. Scales cling to my gloves, the cowl bites through them. So I decide to become a QA, and I'm as pleased as can be.
Ramsay, because I can remember Ramsay bringing this wee sparrow of a leaf into the local club. She wouldn't even speak to any of us to begin with, and then she started writing these jokey poems which he loved, and thank you for doing that. And he would have loved you working in the fish factory because you'd have got discount fish for him. So thank you for doing that, Eve, I appreciate it. Dick and Maggie. Dick and Maggie are going to wind up the first half for us, and then the food will be served. But there's time to get to the bar and get a drink before the food is served. I'm conscious that we haven't viscous this set of steps, but we figured it's probably easier to use this set than that set. So Dick and Maggie.
This is a song from Cornwall called the Farewell Shanty, but it's not a real shanty, but never mind. It is time to go now. Haul away your anchor, haul away your anchor, 'tis our sailing time. Put the sails upon her, haul away your halyards, haul away your halyards, 'tis our sailing time. Get her on her course now, haul away your foresheets, haul away your foresheets, 'tis our sailing time. Till the seas run under, haul away down channel, haul away down channel, on the evening tide. When my day is over, all away to heaven, all away to heaven, Lord be my side. This is our farewell to Ramsay, all away forever, all away forever. He'll be sailing
I'm going to play a couple of hornpipes. The first one, from my part of the world, the first one's called, probably called the pear tree. Oh, you know, crap on the names. The first one's the first tune, the second one comes after it. And it's the pear tree and then the tide comes in. If there's any purists out there who would say, that's not the pear tree, so I think it is. For those of you that want to follow along at home.
Send G minor and then F.
G minor and F.
Oh, three.
That's that. And that.
from Ramsay, if this is a celebration of Ramsay, and I see so many faces round about that I could also big up, but I thought my learnt for Ramsay was to enjoy the moment. I always just felt like he was so happy to be where he was and to see everybody. I also just thought he really taught me how it felt to have genuine encouragement or compliments. I remember as a teenager going to an old folks home with George and Ramsay, and I was very proud because I'd on my new tartan scarf and I had my CK1 perfume on. And I remember I gave Ramsay a posy and he said, "You smell lovely, lass." And I just remember thinking, oh, like, that's so lovely. And then I came back as an adult, and I'm not sure how that really happens. Like, I feel like I just stayed the same age and everyone else has changed. Jamie and Fergus, you know, like, what? I can't even that old. So, but I saw in me some, I think some sisters also that he really encouraged, and I just thought, isn't that amazing across your whole lifetime, the amount of people that you might encourage and support if you had the enthusiasm that Ramsay does. So we're really lucky to have grown up in a folk club with such amazing people. Anyway, I probably there's not time for yapping, so I know.
My umbrella out in a minute.
And if people would like to join in, that'd be lovely. I really enjoyed watching the Northern Lights when I based in Orkney. And I saw Marty and Bernie and Ramsay to come and do the same thing. So this is the nearest tune I've got to that, which is Starry Night in Shetland. And then I'm going to go into Smith the Gallant Fireman. I don't know the keys, but this is a D whistle, so do just join in.
point out that this is not actually going to be playing his flute, that's just his comfort flute.
Can I have a drink, please? Because I'm going to give us the sign and brew, you know, and all that.
The emergency iron and brew delivery. You can do it there.
Go on. It'll be over soon.
Not soon enough for this one. Right.
Right.
Join in the chorus to this, or come down amongst you.
Thank you very much.
She went down last October in the pouring driving rain. The skipper had been drinking and the mates he found no pain. Too close to 3 Mile Rock and she was felt her mortal blow. And the Marian Carter settled low. There was just a tide aboard her when she finally was awash. We worked like hell to save her, all needless on the cost. And the groan she gave as she went down, it caused us to proclaim that the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Let her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will see the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. Well, the owners wrote her up, not a nickel would they spend. She had 20 years of service, boys, and met her sorry end. But insurance paid the loss to us, so let her rest below. And they laughed at us and said we had to go. But we talked of her all winter, some days around the clock. But she's worth $250,000 floating at the dock. And when every job had hit the bar, we swore we would remain and make the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Let her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end will see the Mary Ellen Carter rise again. All spring now we've been with her on a barge led by a friend. 3 times a day in a hard-hat suit and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the current sheer or slow, or I'd never have the strength to go below. Well, we patched a wrench, shelter vents, dog hatch and board.